Hello YouTube, this is Judgment Game 44. This is a video of me talking about the Golden Fox story. Before everyone flips out, don't worry, the Golden Fox story is still going on and everything. This is just me talking about some facts and some things about it. These things might actually be in the fan fiction or not be. If you don't want to take any chance of being spoiled or anything, I suggest you click on now. What this video is going to be doing though is not really telling you the actual story of future chapters, but rather it's going to be showing you some facts that may or may not be in the story. But most of these will probably not be, but still some of them will be. I'm not 100% sure because I'm still working out the actual fanfiction. This is here just talking about facts where I came up with the fanfiction and everything. If you don't want to be spoiled any chances of anything, I suggest you click off now. If not, let's begin. The Golden Fox story I came up around almost 2 years ago. I don't remember exactly when, but it was basically a story when I was looking up for when I was looking up old fan art that I found a few years back and everything. I will never die. Okay, this is where I found it. If you want to look the person up and everything on DeviantArt, I found this to be a really cool fanfic, to become a really cool fanfiction. So I came up with the idea. Hey, wait, what if Naruto did turn into a nine-tailed like this? A demon. So I started to come up with that. Okay, I did actually have some fan art of that, but sadly I never got it uploaded to DeviantArt for one reason or another, possibly because I didn't have DeviantArt back then. It was basically but you could look it up from one of my old YouTube videos from my room tour videos. I can't exactly get a good image look of it since how bad the camera was, but this was basically how it turned out when I finally put it on DeviantArt. As you see here, I was trying to make a teenager looking like the Minato Fox one. And yeah, you can see how much this improved quickly. As you can see. Yeah, I thought I was giving him this type of teenager idea. This idea look and everything actually came on from the whole Kage Naruto fan art where maybe people were giving him the longer one. But instead, I decided to give him more like a sword slave with these chains thing here. And made him more just generally a teenager, but with fox ears and tails and with new types of clothing and everything. As time was going on, I was thinking about what type of story would it be, and I was already obsessed with a few Naruto fan fictions. That was the reason why I was on fanfiction.net, because around over a year or two ago, I found the website, and dang, I was absolutely obsessed, and I realized, wait a minute, I want to make fan fictions, but I never really decided to really try to because I couldn't really share them with anyone besides my friends and everything. But when I found fan fiction and I found out I could actually upload this where a YouTube video, I decided, now that I'm thinking about it, I could actually do that. And I decided to make a fanfiction.net account. So as time went on, I started to make fanfiction, but before that, for over a year, I was just making a bunch of fan art and everything. Like Naruto with his son. There were a few ways I wanted to take the story, and I was kind of asking my mom a few ideas. I was asking her, what should I do with my story? Should I make it where a 20-year time skip, a 3-year time skip, a 10-year time skip? Because that could go a lot of ways. One of them was pretty much like this. There was another version that was the very first version of Iruka. But I decided, this is the one I'm able to get because this is the one that I was able to upload. It's a really nice comic. I love the detail in it. Iruka Star Fox. As you see, this is how he's made. But just to let everyone here know, this might actually idea change for multiple reasons. Probably or probably not if he has a mother or not. Now, besides all that, really, there is pretty much many story ideas with this. Pretty much all the way that goes back to his family tree, even. If I can find it. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Now, the way the story is going to be planning besides, it's going to have 4 story parts. The other 2 are just for show and showing how long Naruto will live right here. This idea, I'm not really seeing anything changing. But if you want to know, these 3 here were virtually going to be all siblings, but I kind of thought making the family tree go down further and everything. So I decided to make all these 2 not siblings, but instead make these 2 siblings and this one here the father, as you can all see. and put a few more generations to see what would happen next after these characters. After these 4 characters do end, I am planning to stop the fanfiction because I'm not going to continue on with more Fox's characters. But still, I am want to do a fun ride with these characters, so let's continue on. Besides the whole entire Iruka thing, my idea was with that was actually where Naruto would basically become a dad and everything, and a bunch of Anbu would try to go after him and his son from Donzo's route, or maybe he would be forced to come back to the Hidden Leaf or anything. So yeah, that was an interesting idea, but that will only maybe if the other idea story doesn't really happen. So what else is there? Well, Donzo becoming Hokage. This idea I am really considering, but it's not going to. But I'm really not going to go that much in because I really haven't had that plan out fully just yet. But just like you know, this is how I'm kind of imagining him to be looking like. Yeah. There are a few other ideas like, dang, focusing around Iruka and everything. But one of the other ideas, this is kind of a little bit more bloody looking, but it's still okay. See, basically, my idea was like Kakashi and him fighting. This was something that me and my friend came up with, where I was kind of like, where Donzo and some other people would be going after him, and Donzo would order him to go, Kakashi or to put Naruto under a Genjinju. But he pretty much says, I don't think he would do that, but like, rather he would be ordered to go after Naruto. And pretty much it would be similar to Itachi and Naruto type thing. And pretty much we had a whole entire story idea with that. Where pretty much Naruto is really upset and Kakashi saying, look, it's not my fault, I'm being forced to do this, but we have to fight type thing, he said. And nonetheless, it pretty much goes into a big fight scene where him, but they're both holding back, but at the end, it pretty much ends up with the Kakashi character dead. That's something I didn't really like. This idea was pretty much what we kind of had an idea for. But yeah, that was pretty much the ideal look. But really, just let everyone here know, I'm really considering not allowing this thing. I was really interested and actually really wanted this thing in, but as time went by and the way I was thinking about the story, I was kind of thinking, yeah, no, this is not happening really. Only because I really just couldn't figure out how to make it work in. Like how Kakashi would be doing this and everything. So yeah, that kind of got cut. Anyway, besides all that, we continue on with the whole root thing. This was an idea, but as I kind of started to think about it, I kind of decided not to do it. You see, the idea story here was basically Naruto gets captured by the root after he was vanished and after he turned into a whole entire long story where he basically became the Golden Fox thing. Afterwards, Donzo actually wants him back, but he's not going to come back willingly and be the shinobi again. So pretty much it's going to kind of be a similar like thing with him with Donzo and Yamato, but this time it's Donzo and Naruto like saying, I must admit, I never expected you. What made you think you could betray us like this? And then he just uses his Sharingan on him, puts him under a Genjutsu, and his hair and tails from turning blonde to black and everything. Probably putting a curse mark on him, and pretty much changing up the getup to more that root style look. Yeah, that was pretty much the idea look. But basically what happened here was like the idea basically was that he would make Naruto into a root mother and put him under his control, and maybe Korma or Sasuke, and it was mostly like idea Sasuke that would help and save Naruto. Afterwards, it would have been pretty much them getting rid of Donzo, and then them resurrecting the Hokages with Orochimaru like it originally did. And both Naruto and Sasuke, after hearing the whole story from Hashirama, it pretty much goes out the same where they pretty much then go out to help the rebellion or something. Like, the story does take maybe, I'm not really 100% sure what the idea was. Like, I'm trying to make the fanfiction follow from the other fanfiction story, but still. This is pretty much if you already have read the chapters and everything. The Tail Beast Fruit. This is something that's in the very first chapter and gets explained in the next. Yup. Naruto eats it, and that's how he becomes this. Fangirls. That was made. Okay, we got Hinata the Moon Queen. This is actually something I am considering, but like there needs to be more to this before I actually continue it in. She would get a new ability and everything and basically become the Moon Queen, but it's not whether or not if these two will get together or not. There are three people I'm considering: Hinata, Rafu, or nobody. Seriously, I mean that. Now, nonetheless, the story has like a few other ideal looks. Like pretty much we have Naruto. Yeah, like this. This was back with the sibling thing. Oh yeah, this is. This is idea I've been actually considering really doing, but at the same time not. Like this is where Naruto would basically become the Hokage, well, Demikage of his own new village. Or would he actually not become the Demikage and his son Iruka would? That was the idea I was kind of thinking, but then I was kind of thinking, his father was Hokage, then he's not Hokage, but then his son becomes a Kage of his own village that he found and everything. Like, I mean, with the whole entire thing back when I was saying, my idea was like there was a few ideas. Naruto gets banished and he lives somewhere in the land of fire, or like near the land of waves type thing, in a small house, 2-story thing. A nice like cottage wooden type look, something nice looking, but still. He pretty much ends up getting forced back to come back, and you get where that story kind of goes, and it could go where he was like him and his son, and like many type of ideas with that story. Donald would be Hokage, and there could be like many things. But yeah, that's like the ideal point. But then as I was kind of thinking about it, I was kind of thinking, wait, what if that he becomes like that? Because I was kind of thinking if he does, like then again, that he can't exactly force Naruto and his son to come back to the Hidden Leaf, since they technically are since he is a Kage of a village, and his son's the son of the Kage. Like I mean, he can't exactly now force since he's a citizen there. Like I mean, kidnapping him is a different story. Yeah, that's kind of like the ideal stories I have and everything. I have where he's a really great father, but that's all stuff for Iruka really here. I mean, I have all other types of story ideas I could show you. Oh yeah, this was from back in chapter 1. I was kind of considering adding this, but then I decided just to put the ear and tail growth thing in. As you can see, as hair grows with a headband, if you notice it would actually get symbols on it. The shirt changed color, wristband, fighting glove that grows longer than the wrap get on. This was the idea I was considering, but then the whole entire transformation was just getting a whole entire clothing. Okay. Really, that was just a poor idea. I just put the ears and tails in, and he gets this stuff later in chapter 3. Anyway, yeah. Some of this other stuff you're seeing here might or might not be put into the fanfiction. But, like, some of this stuff is just, like, showing off how he would look in the fanfiction. Like the dark blue eyes. These were already mentioned back in the first chapter. If you want to know what I mean by that, go look it up. But yeah, pretty much that's all I have for here. I mean, I have a whole entire idea for this character here, if you want to know more about this. But right now, I'm pretty much not going to be talking about that much since we are almost at 15 minutes here. And for the other two characters here, as you can see. Now, nonetheless, that's pretty much it I have for this video. I hope you all did enjoy this. This is Judging Game 44, signing out. Until then, I'll see you later. Bye!